Hello, 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 everyone. What is going on? James here, and I am with the Hope in the North, Liam,
Hello there.
and the one, the only, Mr. GC. George has nothing to say. Get out the street. No, I'm not going to remove
Hello,
you.
everybody.
You won't get away with
We're
it
going
this
to
time,
talk about.
Dooku. Hello there.
I've been looking forward to this.
I've
Yeah,
been looking
we're going to
forward
talk
to it.
about James's twin today.
You won't get away with it this time, Dooku. James Charles is not my twin. Do we look alike? I've got loads of hair.
Yes.
No, I've got loads of hair. He has his hair like
definitely with a pregnant picture.
What are you going on about? You are a lunatic. But yeah, that nicely rolls us. Well, not nicely, because it's quite a sad thing, really, this situation. I didn't really want to cover it at first because I thought it's just horrific stuff. Like, I don't want to give it any limelight, but then at the same time, I feel like it sort of needs to be talked about because it's such a weird, disturbing thing. You know, James Charles, being as famous as he is, has responsibility, and he sort of
There's
just
some
like.
very weird people at the moment on YouTube and TikTok.
What other weirdos are there on YouTube? I don't know anything about
Have you heard
TikTok.
of the vegan teacher?
Is she the really skinny lady with the glasses who's a bit tall? George?
Yeah, well, she's a teacher that goes and does duets on TikTok with people trying to get them to turn vegan. And
Yeah, I think
she tried to do that to a 16-year-old the other day. And TikTok got banned. So she made a new TikTok called the Holocaust TikTok. No, Holocaust teacher.
She must just be playing a character because that's just next level idiotic. I mean,
well, no, because there's been a bit of a thing today where she's been arrested.
Oh, bloody hell! For what?
Yeah. For what she's been saying and talking to minors. So that kind of fits well with James Charles.
Okay. Anyway,
yeah.
So Liam, you're quite cold turkey when it comes to this situation, so I'll do a bit of explaining. Basically, what happened was I was chilling on my phone, and then I went on Twitter because I don't have any notifications on because CBA, and then I saw the notification bell and two things, and there was both to do with this Keemstar post. And then it said James Charles groomed like 16-year-old, and I was like, "What the hell is this? Is this a joke?"
I thought I'll put it in the big chat for us.
No, you tagged.
Yeah.
The first thing that I saw was you tagging me in it. That was the first thing I saw.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
And then there's a picture of the guy, and he does look 16. He looks quite young. And then there's pictures of James Charles, you know, showing his arse. Like, but they're censored, obviously. And it's like, and so it's all the evidence is there that he's done something wrong. But James Charles released this statement that said there's a video going around about me on TikTok and Twitter of a guy calling me a groomer, and I want to address it right away. Oh, hold on, I can just get the share screens just so you can see the statement.
Yeah, the screen, buddy.
So, from what I've told you so far, Liam, what's your take on it?
So basically, he showed a 16-year-old his mum.
Yeah, in multiple pictures.
I mean, yeah, it is weird. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah, don't think there's much more to say.
Yeah, but okay, this is a statement. So right away, the accusation that I have groomed this person is completely false. Last week, I came across someone on my Instagram Explore page, saw he followed me and added him on Snapchat. The next morning, I woke up to several snaps from this person. Being excited, I added him and saying he loved me. Now, if this guy apparently did love James Charles, all right, the first thing you do, I mean, if you're a celebrity, you don't like fall in love with your fans, do you? I mean, what a load of rubbish. You don't send them bum pictures or whatever. And look at what this person said right here. At some point, you have to take the responsibility as the adult. Exactly. Exactly. She is spot on.
Let's just say, well, sorry. When one of them go to the comments because there should be a picture of the guy's TikTok from 11 weeks ago saying his age.
No,
So
I don't.
should have seen that.
I don't want to put that in this stream though, because I don't. You know.
Well, that's just the evidence, basically.
So first off, you don't fall in love with your fans and send them bum pictures. Second off, surely he can tell this guy looks young. I know the guy said he's older, but come on. Like when someone looks a bit younger, you're not going to bloody. But you don't send
his age at all to him.
Or James Charles could have asked for ID, couldn't he?
Oh yeah, he could have.
Doesn't he mention
this
ID?
is the second time
Oh, he said he didn't ask for a copy of his ID or passport.
Right, anyway, let's read a bit more of this then. The next morning, I woke up to, blah, blah, saying he loved me and also lewd photos of himself in the shower. I asked him how old he was right away. He said he was 18. So I started flirting back in excitement of meeting someone I thought could potentially be great. So if he had lewd photos of that guy, surely he could tell he's young, like by looking at his face. Like, come on.
The other thing is, he didn't send. James sent him pictures.
Oh, James did it
first.
Is this a lie then? So is this a lie?
Yeah, he's lied about quite a bit. He's lied about the age. You're not telling him his age when it was clearly in his TikTok and in Instagram. And he's lied about the photos being sent from the kid because he's the only one. So James is the only one who sent the pictures.
Seems a bit weird that he's made this up then. I didn't ask for a copy, but clearly on the video uploaded, he was taking photos of me on another device and had an ulterior motive from the beginning. Later in the day, he said a few things that made me question the validity of his original age answer. When I asked him to confirm his age, he admitted he was 16. I told him I was really uncomfortable and he's a fan of mine and would never... Oh, hold on.
And apologise.
Yeah. He insisted to continue talking, saying it could be our little secret. He's a fan of mine, would never tell anyone. I told him it wasn't okay with this. He started blaming.
He started getting upset.
Oh, sorry, yeah, started getting upset. And at this point, I unfriended him. We haven't spoken since. I'm not a victim or blaming him or victimizing myself either. Simply sharing what happened. And what happened was not okay. After false allegations like this in the past, I would never knowingly engage with anyone underage and put my life on the line for a few Snapchats. Because in situations like this, instead of taking someone's word for it, I will now ask to see their ID, a passport of every guy I have a conversation with. Well, I mean, it seems a little bit...
Can you go back to Twitter for a second, mate?
I just crossed it.
I just want you to go to Keem's page.
Keem's page?
Yeah, Keem's page.
I literally thought you said Keir then. I thought, what's Keir Starmer got to do with it? What's he got to do with the fucking drama? Oh, God.
It was one of the kids.
Oh, dear.
But yeah,
what are we looking for on Keem's page? What are we looking for on Keem's page, George?
It should be a video with Mr. James Charles. If I'm right.
A video of James Charles. I'm just going to scroll down in case there's anything.
No, it's not a video of James. It's Keem speaking about James Charles. It should have James Charles' name.
The most wildest shit I've ever heard. Is that the video?
What did he say?
The most wildest shit I've ever heard.
I believe in Francesca tested positive for fucking COVID.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
A load of Amazon tweaks app. Is it we are open for business? I'm guessing not.
No.
He's got a point. It's this bald dude. Soldier Boy versus Randy Orton, for goodness sake.
No, it's that fucking it's the day or two before.
TikTok is crazy AF. Got James Charles in it, but I don't want to risk. George, I think where is it? Is it the TikTok is crazy AF one? Because I can't find a key video of him talking about it.
It should be I'm done with James Charles or something like that.
It says this is crazy, yeah. Oh no!
Screen share and slow down. I'll tell you when to stop.
George, oh for God's sake, this is so. All right then. Here you go. If anything explicit comes up, I'm not. Oh dear. Oh no. This is.
No,
Let's watch this for a laugh.
that's emo stuff.
Oh, it's just a photo. I thought you were talking a video. Oh, never mind.
No, it's
What-
not
what
that
do you
one. Coming down.
Oh,
No, good.
what is he doing? I've muted it.
Dancing to a song.
George, where is it, man? Come on.
Go down. Hurry on down.
It can't
Down.
be this.
Just go down.
George, this stream is getting mental now. Are you sure he didn't delete it?
No, we didn't delete it.
Um, George, I swear. George, I swear down.
Oh, we are getting close now.
George, didn't this only happen like how long ago did this actually happen?
About a week ago.
Oh, James Charles getting sent to prison.
There we go. Yeah, it's the one below it.
David,
No,
don't.
it's not. That's David David and Jason. There.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Down, you're nearly there.
No. Oh, for goodness sake.
There's the video.
This. Please
Dear
tell me.
Johnson.
Oh.
No,
Oh.
no, going down.
All right, I'm giving it 3 more, then I'm giving up. 1.
Oh no, don't give up in 3 more.
2.
You're nearly there.
Is this it?
No,
Please.
go down more.
Oh, it says James Charles ran right there. This.
James Charles went, that's it.
Finally. Right.
Fucking 3 times a year, we're reporting. I'm furious about the situation with James Charles. I'm fucking done with it, right? Fucking 3 times a year, we're reporting a story that somebody on TikTok is exposing James Charles for private messages, right? Oh, he was sending sexual stuff to me, and even though I told him I was straight, and he kept pursuing me. And then, James Charles will put out a defense. Well, he was queer baiting me. He lied. He said that he was, bi-curious or whatever. This has happened so many fucking times. I don't even remember how many times it fucking happened. The point is how does James keep getting caught up? We always come to the conclusion that James Charles is the victim, and these other people are just out for clout and attention. Okay. But now we got 2 situations, and regardless if they lied about their age or not, James Charles most likely committed a fucking crime. You can't send naked pictures to yourself.
Exactly. He's just debunked everybody there. The most the internet isn't defending him. Nini Flicks, hello there. Yeah. So, Keem is absolutely destroying him right here. You cannot send naked pictures. That is illegal. Especially to a minor. I mean, I guess you technically can send naked pictures, but if some people send, if you send them to people who don't want them, they can be like, oh, it's harassment or whatever. But the thing is, James sent it to a minor, which is 50 times worse. So,
and you sent one to me.
He sent one to you.
No, you sent one to me.
What the hell?
No, just move on.
Oh, he said, hi, George, TGC.
Hi.
No, but the thing is, I could say something totally different that happened years ago that you did, George. And
I know what you're thinking.
Yeah. Don't worry, everyone. George didn't do anything illegal. He just did something really weird. But it's George didn't do.
No.
But TGM put TGC. TGM, I actually gave Liam that suggestion, right? But I was thinking more of TG, the True Geordie. I didn't even have you in mind, but obviously I just saw TGM. So, yeah. Yeah, let's get back into it then.
A minor, even if that kid lied about his age, still a fucking crime.
Exactly.
The law doesn't fucking care.
Exactly.
And now this has happened twice in less than a year. both of this has happened. Let me ask yourself a question. We're always coming to the conclusion, poor James is the victim. But there are other influencers out there, like let's say Corpse Husband, who have so many underage girl fans that if he were to message them and be like, hey, what's up? How old are you? Of course those girls would lie. So Corpse still continue to talk to him. We know that to be true, that the kids lie so they can talk to their fucking hero. But we're not running stories on Corpse Husband. Corpse Husband isn't getting caught. Corpse Husband isn't getting exposed because he's not fucking doing that.
Exactly.
But you know who keeps putting themselves in this situation? James Charles. After almost getting it canceled, after this story's being huge and everyone covering it, all the drama channels covering it, he still gets by the skin of his fucking teeth and continues the fucking behavior. All right? I don't think James is a victim anymore. It doesn't matter that kids want clout, that kids lie. He's acting fucking stupid. He's acting reckless. He's messaging fans for hookups, and he's getting caught up for himself.
Yep.
Team! Hey! Ooh! Got that out of my system. I mean, what a legend. Absolutely wrecked everyone. Hold on. Who's TGC? Can he introduce himself? Well, I want you to introduce yourself again.
Oh, no. Well, TGC just stands for the gaming channel. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I guess, yeah, the game. Yeah, so I'm the gaming channel. Yeah, thanks.
TGM put, Crumbles put cancel James. Nini Flicks put, yeah. Chris said, James Charles is a freaking weirdo and he is not a victim. Damn right, Chris. Couldn't agree more with you, mate. Yeah, I agree. Why is he always hooking up on? Well, it wasn't it Snapchat or Instagram? I don't think it matters what app it was.
No, I think he found him on TikTok and messaged him on Insta.
Well, then that's stupid, isn't it? I mean, why is he going on TikTok? As this guy said, hooking up on TikTok, as TGM said, absolutely, utterly idiotic and ridiculous. Pistol mental, but Keem absolutely wrecked him and said everything we're trying to get across. Look, at the end of the day, these people need to be held accountable. And that, as I said at the start of this stream, they're famous and they've got the responsibility of being famous. I know it's not easy being famous. I respect that. But at the end of the day, you have to have some sort of self-control. You know, why is James Charles going on TikTok for hookups? Why isn't he getting with other
What?
No, because I'm making a serious point and you're just going, oh shit, I nearly had fuck. Oh man, I need to move the mic back. No,
so,
but you're
can I just mention as well with James Charles? He's best friends with a 16-year-old girl.
Is he? What the hell?
Yeah. Jesse the D'Amelios.
Oh, but isn't Charlie DeMaio like 20 and the other one like 18?
No, I think Charlie's 16 and Dixie's 18.
Oh, okay.
And
I don't like cancel culture, and James Charles shouldn't be cancelled, but James Charles is dumb. Yeah. Like, stop messaging fans for hookups, you free. Exactly, Chris. The thing is, yep, I think cancel culture is a load of bullshit as well, to be honest. And I'm going to get cancelled for saying that. Oh! No, but like, it is a load of rubbish, really. People, Charlie's 15 and he's best friends with a 15-year-old. I mean, look, if he's just talking to her normally and not trying to hang around with her 24/7, then fair enough. But if he's trying to get close,
he's trying to hang around with her 24/7. He makes TikToks with her all the time.
That is weird. Then that is next level weird.
Remember that chef thing that happened?
What chef thing?
Yeah,
they were hanging out. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, and he was there as well.
Yeah. No, but I was going to say, though, right, with cancel culture, it's just ridiculous. Look, people need to be held accountable and had to go out, but cancelling people is just, I mean, it depends what they've done. If they've done something, I get that some people do deserve to be cancelled. Like Shane Dawson, he's just like ridiculous. But what James Charles did, it's really stupid and he should be held accountable. What he did was it really bad. But at the end of the day, he should be, the police should have a go at him. And then that's that. He shouldn't be cancelled really. Or,
Oh, there's one today that I saw that was really stupid.
Go on.
What was it now? I think what happened basically, this guy, I forget. I have to come back and fact check, but he got cancelled for not really stupid reasons that shouldn't have been cancelled.
That seems to happen too much. Another big problem as well. If you just can't... Oh, yeah, George, you're a bit dark, by the way. But another problem is...
I know. I'm trying to get the right light.
Yeah. I was going to say, though, another problem with just cancelling people willy-nilly, it's if everyone's just getting cancelled, it just becomes a common thing, and then people become desensitized to it. And then when someone actually does something really, really, really bad, people don't pay as much attention because you've got all these other people getting cancelled 24/7 for basically not much or nothing or something that they don't really deserve to be cancelled for.
We can bring up about Gina Carano. She was cancelled, and because of cancel culture, she was fired because of people wanting her cancelled.
Well, the thing is, Disney were looking for a reason.
You're getting that strong.
Disney was looking for a reason to fire her anyway. But the thing is, right, with that type of stuff is that what she said was a bit ridiculous and outlandish and over the top. But at the end of the day, other people have said other daft stuff and haven't got in trouble. At the end of the day, certain people haven't.
Pascal, who she works with on the Monday, has said
something very. Don't say it. He said something.
No, I'm not going to say that. It said some of the same stuff, but with different meaning.
Yeah.
But hasn't been cancelled or taken off the show, but she'll say it in another meaning, but she gets taken off.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You should, at the end of the day, I think what both of them said was absolutely outlandish and ridiculous. But at the end of the day, you need to let people say this daft stuff. If Pedro Pascal got cancelled for this, for what he said in a different way, I'd still be saying, oh, it's a load of rubbish. How can you cancel him for that? He's allowed to say this thing, as long as it's not hateful and ridiculous. They shouldn't be sacked from their job.
I'll send you something after the podcast. I don't think you'll find it very interesting with an interview, but we'll talk about it after. Yeah.
No. I think Charlie is 15. James Charles shouldn't apologise to anyone except the kid. Exactly, Chris. Bang on the money, son. Overall, what he did was absolutely stupid. He needs to be more responsible. I know ages ago everyone went absolutely ballistic at him, and then he proved a lot of the points wrong. I know in school that he didn't he pretend to be a woman and catfish a load of dudes in sending pictures. But at the end of the day, they should have got more. He was young, and they probably should have got more proof. But this type of thing is really, really bad. And as Chris said in the comments, he should apologise to the kid. You can criticise it, be repulsed by it, but James Charles doesn't owe people on the internet an apology. Yeah, exactly, Chris, because it's just between him and the kid, but he still needs to take responsibility for it, though. I don't want an apology. I'm sure Liam and George don't want an apology, but the kid deserves an apology. So
I want an apology.
You want an apology? All right then. Well, that's enough of that topic. On to the next one. Does editing matter? Oh wait, Liam, do you want to say anything on any of the stuff we were talking about? Any of your takes?
No.
You've got no takes.
Well, it's just stupid, isn't it? Shouldn't have happened, but none of this should have happened, should it?
But the two things that he's done.
Sorry?
James Charles, there were two things that he's done.
What did he do?
Well, he got cancelled for being pregnant.
He didn't get cancelled for that. That was no. If people genuinely cancelled him for just that silly pregnant photo, then they're
Yeah, they did. Some women actually did cancel him for
I mean, that's ridiculous. It was just a silly photo.
and
He
there
didn't.
as well. All the funds from that video went to charity for I think like women's health or something, or for helping pregnant women through birth.
But you know what? That's brilliant. That all the funds went to charity. That's great.
Yeah, it is. But women and people still cancel him for doing it.
I mean, he shouldn't be cancelled for that.
It was just a harmless video.
Yeah, it was just exactly, just a harmless. Like, I thought it was I think what he did was a little bit odd, but at the end of the day, oh no, hold on, Chris is saying no one cancelled him for that, lol, for the pregnant thing. So George, you got your facts wrong there, son.
No, I haven't. I watched quite a lot of drama things, and that was one of them.
Well, Chris is saying differently, George, and I'm sorry, but when it comes to Mr. Chris or Mr. GC, I mean,
I know my drama, don't I?
No, but Chris has the facts. Oh, I don't know. Look, I'll it is whatever.
I'll find that video and send it to you, so I can show you that online.
Well, no. Just what's the video called, and I'll get it up on YouTube right now. I won't actually watch it.
James Charles pregnant cancelled. We've got all the screens, so I can find out which one's which.
All right then, George. All right, tell George, you are wrong. Lol.
No, you are wrong.
There were people made. Hold on. There were people made, but he didn't get cancelled. Oh, mad. Sorry. Boy, how did I read that wrong? All right then. Share screens. Look, I thought it was really weird of him to do that, but you know. All right, which one is it then?
Just her face's backlash over pregnancy pics. No, you literally just missed it, mate.
Oh, this one. Okay. Everyone watch this one, and apparently George is right about it. All right then. Yeah.
That's the one of his nipple out. It's literally the one we're looking at.
All right then, George. All we can see is your chin, buddy.
I know. I'm trying to get the light right, but then I'm coming to look at the screen.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. So next topic then, does editing matter? Now, what I mean by this is it a be all and end all? Oh no, I don't want to get that.
What?
I'll get it up for a laugh. But James Charles did my bum. Sips said hi. Look, it's obvious that's a fake account. That's not the real Sips. It would be hilarious if it was the real Sips. Getting cancelled isn't if people get mad. It's when they ruin your livelihood. Well, getting cancelled is like when you just don't have a halter. Like technically, okay, when people ruin your livelihood, Logan Paul technically got
James Charles does like a lot of holes.
But yeah, and try to get fired and ruin your life. Unless you kind of apologise, okay. But yeah, Haykill put James Charles did my bum, which
That's what Haykill looked like after James Charles.
Oh, for goodness. Yeah. Anyway, so what I mean by editing. What I mean by editing mattering or not. So you've got like look at M&R's videos, for example. George, you watched a bit of M&R, haven't you?
Yeah.
And a few other YouTubers, they don't really have next level advanced editing. A lot of it is just bog standard stuff. I know some people have really good stuff, but you got to realize all they do is really tiny, simple techniques, don't they? They zoom, they might make their faces fat for a few seconds, but a lot of it is zoom, getting a picture up or a video up, maybe keyframing something popping up, maybe the screen spinning sometimes, maybe a voice change.
On my new video, putting the snapshots into it, basically. That's something that really do. Like, you can't really show like snapshots like that. Like, editing, can you?
Editing matters to make a video more appealing. No, but my point is, you might not need it to get to a high level because M&R, right? What I'm saying is you need some editing, but it can be bog standard and you can still do well. So M&R, right? He cuts down all the pauses where he pauses or he's breathing in or there's a long pause or whatever, and it works. But that's basic stuff, really, in my opinion. And George,
What?
look, I'm not saying, Chris, by the way, Chris, I'm not saying don't edit at all. What I'm saying is, like, you can do bog standard stuff and still get somewhere. The most important thing is if you know what you're talking about. Also, you don't really need to spend money to edit. George, what are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
George, you like this?
I'm just sitting listening.
So, anyway. I mean, Liam, look at your videos, right? You don't have to spend money. And the stuff you're doing isn't like some master keyframe or like what Culture and MMA on Point do. Your editing is like, it's good and all, like you match it up with what you're saying, but it's quite standard, really. And your videos are still really good.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Yeah, thanks.
I do like doing a little bit of everything, but it's fine like the right software on phone and things like that.
But I think the most important thing is to actually know what you're talking about and know what you're saying. Because as I say, M&R and other YouTubers, obviously they edit the videos, but there's not some next level amazing editing in there, is there? It's just like basic stuff that is easy to get the hang of. But because he knows what he's talking about really well, that's what makes him get further than everyone else, than most people in the Lego community, apart from like Just Too Good and Jang Bricks and Brick Vault, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you want to make some next level high production quality stuff, I guess you do need good editing. But to get YouTube as a job, you just have to have bog standard stuff, really, in my opinion. It's mostly about if you know what you're talking about and consistency. But what's your guys' takes on it then?
Well, I think with editing, I think some videos need it, some videos don't. It's your preference, really. If you like doing live streams more, and you can get the live streams right in one take, well, that's fine. But if you like doing fancy cuts and fancy editing and bish and bash and just making it look all pretty and nice and recording it so you can edit little bits out and fix little bits, then do that. But yeah, it's just what your preference.
Yeah. As I say, though, editing does matter, but you can just make bog standard stuff and get somewhere. It doesn't need to be like this next level masterpiece with the best keyframing and all that stuff. But what do you think? Oh, yeah, I was going to say, before I ask you, Liam, what you think, I was going to say it's quite cool how in this day and age you can get free software. Like, what's that thing? Film Express that you have, Liam?
Hit Film Express.
Yeah, and look at how, as I said before, I'm not trying to just be respectful for the sake of it, but your videos look really good. Hold on. Feeling cute tonight. Also,
oh, it's going well. It's going well.
No, you've already done it. Oh, boo. Chris, George. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna let you. Actually, no, I'm not gonna. Go on then, George. How's it going? How many things have you got?
Spartan's coming back up.
Okay. Have you been raiding McDonald's then?
It's going well because I've actually got some. Hang on, let me get them out and I'll show them.
I mean, it helps that you can actually go inside McDonald's now to pick stuff up.
George, you sure you didn't raid McDonald's?
Well, I'll say that. Well, yeah, I suppose it. Yeah.
Come on, George. Come on.
I'm having to hit them out and try to be careful.
But they're just standard McDonald's cards.
Yeah. I've got 14 out of the 25 so far. My map must be a little bit bigger.
Oh yes.
Mate.
This is just getting ridiculous.
So I've got 14 out of the 25 so far.
So are these exclusive to McDonald's? George. Are these exclusive to McDonald's?
Yes. And if we get the shiny Pikachu, it's go for £44.
Wait, the one from
Charmander. Securita. Freak Out, Twig, Chimchar, Mudkip, Listen, Cyndaquil, Sobble,
This has just taken the stream to a grinding halt.
Fennekin.
George, I'm so sorry, but you...
Hmm.
Okay, now keep showing him.
Okay.
Get through him. Get through him.
That's
It doesn't matter. Okay, George, Silent Spartan was just taking the piss. He doesn't actually care about them.
But I still wanted to show him
You
anyway.
wanted to show him. Oh, okay, fair enough,
So
lad.
it turned out in my favour.
Fair enough. An excuse to show him. Apparently, you look upper class, Liam. I don't know if that's a backhanded compliment. You look like an
Look
aristocrat.
like an aristocrat. Well, I'm far from it, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Well, Liam, you're making about 50k off your channel a year, mate. I mean,
I know.
you're making
I know,
bank off your channel.
It's great. It's great.
You get about
Well,
50
you will-
million donations every stream.
Yeah. You're all peasants.
We are, yeah, nothing
Mm.
compared to TGC.
Mm.
Out of interest, man, how's the Star Wars channel going?
To be, in all honesty, I haven't done anything else with it because I didn't know whether to continue with it or just. I don't know. I'm still not sure what to do with it. To be honest, I thought I'd keep it up just in case, but I don't know. I'm not sure what to do
Star
with it.
Wars with it, couldn't you?
What do you say? Sorry.
I was saying you could play one of the old Star Wars games.
I could do. Yeah, I was thinking about playing. What, James? Sorry.
I was going to say you do that on your main channel anyway.
I know, yeah. I suppose it would just be if I wanted to play Star Wars games more often, I guess. But I don't know. I'm still not sure what to do.
I think you should keep it on TGC. I think you should just try and you should try and do what Star Wars Theory does with his not just theories, but like just all sorts of Star Wars stuff. So my favorite planets, my favorite Star Wars species. I know he doesn't do specifically, but like what different color lightsabers mean, what this means. My favorite Clone Wars episodes, least favorite. But Star Wars films ranked. I don't know, just stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's some good ideas there. Yeah.
But your choice, obviously.
Mm.
But what the hell was I going to say now? Oh yeah, Film Express. What that piece of software is for free and it's good in it. You know, it's not like you can do some amazing stuff like you can on Premiere Pro or Final Cut, but you can or After Effects. But you know.
Yeah, you can still do good stuff on it though. You can, for example, you can make lightsabers.
Yeah.
Like, for footage, which is something you wouldn't usually be able to do on free editing software.
Oh, you can make lightsaber footage.
Well, yeah, create the blades for the lightsabers. Yeah.
I thought you need After Effects for that. And Chris has said, who's that homeless man in the top left corner? Oh, I'll tell you who it is, Chris. Oh, well, I can't change the. Oh, never mind. Oh no. I was trying to move the screens around. Oh, damn it. Never mind. I've made myself.
Can you make me big again?
Sure.
Well, I put two cards. I got Squirtle, Totodile, and you get this as well. Which you got is like you get a little card box with a little maze on it. Not a maze, a little puzzle. That's it.
Fair enough, George. Show. Whoops! I accidentally removed Liam. There we go.
Oh, okay. That must have been very, very short. I didn't notice.
I'll just stick my headphones in. All right then. So, next topic then. If you guys could be famous for anything on YouTube, but it can only be so. Let's do two things. All right. What? Anything you can be famous for. So, like, say, gaming, vlogging. They're the only things you can do. Skits. They're the only things you can do. Podcasting. Only thing you can do. Reviews. Only thing you can do. So what would you want to do? Pokemon. All right. So you want to be famous for collecting first, and then the speciality would be Pokemon cards.
Yeah, because really, with the views that you get off the pack opens, you could go and buy some more packs with that. And that's how you keep.
No. But this is about what you subjectively like the best, George. This isn't about what would be the most successful.
Doctor.
Okay. So that's the speciality. What would it be? Doctor Who vlogs, Doctor Who reviews, Doctor Who, I don't know, reactions, like what?
I think, yeah, it would be reviews because you could do every single episode of New Who, and plus the new series upcoming.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have a lot of shit to work with, wouldn't you? To be fair, because Doctor Who's pretty much going to go on for ages, and it's
Yeah,
well,
and plus, if the new series shows did get cancelled, you could go back and review every single episode of the classic era as well.
exactly.
And
And
the
you've
TV
got
movie.
the Sarah Jane.
Sarah Jane Adventures Torch with the big finish. The comics, Time Lord Victoria, you could talk about as well.
Exactly, loads of stuff there.
So yeah, got endless amount of stuff.
George, now this next, I'll ask you in a sec, Liam, and then I'll get to what I think. But I can't believe George brought the Happy Meals instead of buying cards off eBay. Thoughts, George?
Well, no, that's what I did because I don't send them here.
But you just said you went to Mackey's 50 times.
No, no, I didn't say that. I didn't say where I got them from, but
Oh, you
I
got
didn't
them all
buy
off
them from.
eBay. Oh, okay, fair
Well,
enough.
no,
Well, that's
I
ruined
bought them
it.
as a bundle.
You got them all as a bundle on eBay.
Yeah, quite.
Well, Chris,
quite
he's
cheap compared.
absolutely wrecked you there, Chris. George has made you look a right mug, Chris. Boo.
I can
You disappointed me,
maybe
George.
Listening, if he doesn't believe me, because
But,
I'm not being funny. One of these with one pack of cards in, like 4 cards and the little box, £15 and upwards.
£3 and upwards, you say?
No, £15.
Oh,
In America, you can get these from McDonald's for about £1. On eBay, they're selling them for about 15 and up.
but so is it retired at McDonald's? Is that why it's not doing well anymore?
No, it's ongoing right now, but they're not selling them here. They're not doing them in Germany. Then since I've been down in France, but they're mostly in Japan and America that they've been doing them. They should have come here, but for some reason they haven't.
Right, what should have come
I know
here?
there's
Sorry.
a YouTuber I watch who's in Australia who hasn't got him, and he's saying that us, Germany, and Australia might be getting them in 5-6 months. So yeah,
So you can only get them in England and America mostly, in Japan.
no, just just America and Japan. You can get them basically.
Oh, okay. George, Chris has absolutely wrecked you here. I'm glad you're putting most of your money towards Pokemon cards, LMAO, instead of saving for important things, lol. Oh! 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 Ah!
What's some of the other biggest things that is going around at the moment? Then?
George,
Like
that's not an
Logan
answer.
Paul's massive box crates
No.
that are getting billions of views.
But have you
And
capitalised?
you have to agree with me. You have to agree with me because you're a low gangster on you're a massive Logan Paul fanboy.
Well, I
You have
don't
to
watch
agree.
regular videos, and I haven't watched the podcast that much in a while. So
Oh, haven't you now?
no, I'm just telling you the truth. And even if I was a fanboy, your logic works if you actually invested in Pokemon and you actually
Yeah.
made money out of it. Then you've
Well,
wrecked
not
Chris.
funny. That Pikachu,
Or if you was
going up in
famous.
price every day.
I know it's going up in price, but the thing is, George, you can wait for ages to sell things, but at the end of the day, eventually, it's just they're gonna make something similar, and it'll just in value. Not always, but sometimes.
Well, not really. Well, there's a set that come out a couple of years back called Evolutions, where basically it was a reprint of the very first set.
What a response! It was what of the very first set.
There's a reprint of the very first set called Evolutions.
Okay.
And that came out, and now because it was 2016 when it came out, you can't get a pack for under. I think it's £15-20. You can't get a pack of them for. It might be even more, but you can barely get them now because they're only sort of priced for.
Yeah, Chris put what a response. I'm defeated for the first time. I should have known investing in Pokemon cards would make me rich. No, but George, you're not even going to sell your stuff though. That's what. And George has just wrecked Chris again. Chris has been.
Oh god.
Anyway, Liam, back to you, son. What would you would you want to do gaming reviews, streaming, blah 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 blah. What would you want to do? And then what's this thing? So if you did reviews, would you want to review films, TV shows, games, books, YouTube channels? I don't know. So what would you want to do?
It'd probably be gaming, I think.
And what? Oh, okay. If you had to play a specific type of games, what would it be then? Platformers, free roams, role play, first person shooters, third person.
What? So I'd have to pick one genre.
Yeah, because it's only fair to work it out.
It'd probably be probably third person sort of
Platformer,
open world games, or like action adventure story games.
What the hell is Chris? What the hell is George doing?
Oh, he's changed his name.
No. Oh, that's what you're pointing at. I already saw the spawn dumbass thing ages ago. I just thought, what the hell is George pointing at? Strange. Anyway, I'll tell you what I go for, lads. Now it's a difficult one. Torn between streaming games, and obviously I'll probably pick platformers to stream, or podcasting. And if I had to pick a type of podcast to do, either the thing is, subjectively, I'd rather do podcasting because it's a lot of fun for the most part. But the thing is, you can't always rely on people, can you? I can rely on you guys, but like you could be busy or doing something else, I'll probably in a perfect world I'd pick podcasting, but realistically I'll probably go for streaming platformers, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, podcasting, because let's just hypothetically perfect world, I guess. It's what I could
start anytime, couldn't they, really?
Yeah, true. While streaming on Twitch or streaming games, it might, I don't know, it can get a bit old, a bit fast. It's better. I enjoy the collaborating side of things, So yeah. But if I had to do a podcast about one thing, it'd either be film reviews or MMA. Film reviews because I can collaborate with more people. More people have an interest in films than MMA. But if it was a podcast with just me, I'd pick the MMA. So yeah.
What about like Lego? Couldn't you do like a review of each set, every podcast?
That'd be a bit mental. I wouldn't want to do that. I would not want to do that.
You could go this hammock.
What?
You can do a lot of things with it. You could
George,
you can stroke it across your face.
This sounds like bizarre TikTok content, but Chris has put $15 for a pack of cards. I got a pack of chips available for $50 if you're interested, but I'm only going to give you half because the other bag costs $60. Because the other half costs $60. George, I swear I can get you all the Pokemon cards you need for a discount code. I just need the numbers on the front and the back of your credit card.
I wonder what's doing better at the moment, Pokemon cards or Halo.
Halo's been going down the shitter. Halo's been going down. Halo's been going down.
PS2 game in that trailer.
No, George, you've just mugged yourself off. You have mugged yourself off more than ever, George, now, because Spartan hates Halo ever since Halo 4. He doesn't like Halo 4, 5.
Why is it got a Spartan thing on it?
Because he liked the original games, George. You've mugged yourself off more than ever
But
now.
it's still Halo.
Ooh, boo. Hold on, he's going to change.
Oh God.
I'm kicking him just to be safe. There we go. If I hadn't have said that. No, but the thing is, in the comments, Spartan would have just said, I don't like Halo, though. I don't like it. And it's actually true. He doesn't like Halo, Halo 4, 5, and Wars 2.
Yeah.
Oh, George's. There you go, George.
Mike's still
So-
muted for now.
Lads, next question then. If you could move anywhere, where would it be? Where would it be?
Anywhere I could live. Like anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Probably to a house I can annoy you every single day.
What?
Probably,
You have
probably
literally-
David's house I can annoy him every single day.
You have literally destroyed any creative prowess that question had. You'd move
I don't even
in
know
right-
what you said. You said about a house it somewhere.
No,
I don't
George
know
said-
where
no,
you want to go.
I said if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Preferably a location, not a house. So George is basically, I'm not trying to dox anyone, but George is pretty much a town away from me. Then he lives in the town. So pretty much 2 towns away from me.
I'm literally a
Uh,
5-minute walk away from you.
Well, a shortcut, yes. If George takes a shortcut, it's not that far. So George would rather move 2 towns away than to a specific location. You had the whole world to choose from, but you move into someone's house just to enjoy them. I mean, no, where would you pick?
Just to annoy you.
Rubbish, or is that your final answer?
Ooh, it's hard to want to choose the one now. I don't quite like the idea now.
Spartan
Probably
said,
Japan.
George, Japan. Where in Japan? Tokyo, I'm guessing, because it's lit.
Yeah, Tokyo.
George, I got a PayPal.
Okay.
I got a copy of GTA 6. You just need to send me $200 by PayPal. Trust me, no one has the game yet. He just sends GTA 3 and says it's a beta. It's not even actually an alpha.
Yeah, but
It's
I'm
just
not even the biggest fan of GTA, am I?
no. But George, I'd send Spartan $5,000 for that offer if I were you.
75,000. I don't know. If it's 75,000, then I could buy my toys.
No,
You can
it's
buy
you.
your
buy
what?
a complete box toys for £5,000.
I'm not even going to question this now. Liam, where
I
would
don't
you?
know where would I? Oh God, the dream place though. I mean, this place I want to go to, but the dream place. I don't know. That's the problem though. When it comes down to the dream country or whatever, I'm not really sure because there's countries I want to go to. I don't know. Yeah.
Come on, Liam.
What about yours? Do you have one?
There's a couple of decent ones. North Devon, Auckland, near Auckland in New Zealand, Cork in Ireland, Florida in America, like Tampa, Florida. Or I've heard Orlando's pretty decent. I'll probably go for New Zealand, somewhere near Auckland, New Zealand, because it's quite laid back. Just question. Liam is questioning why he even comes on this live stream, not podcast, every time George does something or speaks.
I have done that. But you know, it's just part of the. It's become a part of the streams now, isn't it? So
yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I'd go for somewhere near
Jay would
Auckland.
keep my name.
oh yeah, he's changed his name. Yeah.
All right then. Come on, Liam. You've got to have a place to pick.
Uh,
To pick a pocket or two.
I mean, New Zealand, like you said, does sound nice.
We're just talking about the location, by the way, because while New Zealand's good at because of the exchange rates, a PS2 game is like $70, and everything costs a ridiculous amount. So if you've got a bit of money and you go to New Zealand, it's all good in the neighbourhood. But if you're a regular person who hasn't got a lot, you're going to be paying a lot for PS2 games and everything. That's all I'll say.
I didn't know that. I guess it would just be somewhere like, I don't know, in the countryside or something like that. I guess, I don't know. Yeah,
I'm very surprised at that, to be fair, Liam, because you I remember on a few streams ago, you said, when I said, would you rather live in the centre of London or Talibont? You picked Talibont, which is like one of the quietest parts of the UK compared to one of the most lit parts of the UK. I thought you picked the most lit part because you want to go into film, don't you, or something along those lines. And it's hard to go into. Technically, you could technically do some sort of film stuff even in these laid back areas, as long as you just take the train really early in the morning and go on a massive trek to bloody to the city. So if you lived in Talibont, you'd have to. How many hours does it take to get to Cardiff by train? I'm just going to look that up. Cardiff to Talibont to Cardiff by train.
From White Hart, take X43 Tros Cymru
Oh,
connect
yeah, no,
towards
that's
Abergavenny
the wrong
departing into...
place. Okay, then I found it. So it was. Okay. So you'd actually be better off going by car. It takes 3 hours and 19 minutes by car, and it takes 12 hours by train. So never mind. You'd be better off going by car. So drive 3 hours to get to work every day. So yeah, you could technically go in the film industry if you wanted to. Because there is a lot of film stuff in Cardiff, to be fair. Not as much as like Birmingham or London, but there is quite a lot. So that's what you'd have to do. Do you actually want to go into film, or you're not bothered?
I mean, yeah, it would be good. Yeah, yeah, it would be good.
Fairs. Because I know you've said it before, but obviously, film's just a complicated thing, man. Because there's all sorts of different things you could be doing. Because you said you did like digital marketing at one point, and there was just no video editing, and you was like bored, weren't you? So.
Yeah, a lot of the work was pretty boring. Yeah.
You should fire George and hire me. I can speak full sentences and won't sell. I mean, Chris, I would, mate, but you're always busy doing Thai boxing or grappling or talking to the squad on Discord or just anything else. But I mean, yeah, maybe. I feel like George bounces off stuff really well, but you are amazing at articulating yourself, Chris, and we do bounce off each other really well. So, but you're always busy, Chris, and that's the weakness. So there you go. We're adding George back in. All right, George. Oh, you can get out now. All right then. So George would pick Tokyo, Japan. I pick somewhere near Auckland, New Zealand, and Liam would pick. Where did you pick again?
Well, I said New Zealand like you, but
yeah, you said New Zealand. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Would you go for Auckland or somewhere even more quiet? Because Auckland's the most lit place.
Is the most what? Sorry.
Is the most lit place in New Zealand.
I don't know. Maybe then. I'm not sure.
Fair enough. Because you don't want to be in the middle of nowhere. You don't want to have absolutely nothing to do. All right then. Dream jobs then, lads. George, I'm interested in what George will say. I'm really interested in what George will say.
Have a guess.
YouTuber.
No.
The 17th Doctor. Wait, did you just say painter?
No, actor.
Actor. That's what he said.
I play the Dr. George. I'm not being horrible, Matt. Okay, that's your dream job. I'm not going to judge the aspiration, but you have to have a lot of training for that. And the acting skills that you showcased so far are probably like you're good at comedy, like myself, but you're not really that good at serious stuff, the same as me. Liam. Yeah, but on the Doctor Who episodes, you haven't really. You've sort of alternated between jokey and mildly angry.
I haven't got to that serious bit. Yeah. I've only just regenerated in that series. I'm not going to be.
All right, fair enough.
Straight away.
What was that? All I heard was I haven't got to. No.
Oh God.
George, what are you
doing?
Do it again.
No. All I heard was I haven't got to that serious bit. Then I heard then I saw.
That needs to be a GIF.
George, what was that all about?
No, I was saying, in the story, I've only just regenerated. I'm not going to be that angry. Oh, girl, straight away, am I?
True. So anyway, George is his actor. What is yours, Liam?
I mean, I didn't a number going through my head. I mean, a number of them going through my head. So I was kind of thinking actor, to be fair. But I guess I was also thinking maybe director or even an actual film editor or something like that.
Bro, film editing is like the hardest job ever, and you don't get any credit. You just get your name in the credits and like 150k if it's a massive.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd rather have 150k than not have it, would you?
I know, but at the same time, I know that's the problem. But then at the same time, I know there'd probably be other people helping you, and you'd have director's notes and all of that. But to actually edit a big film, it's quite something, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I say, it'd probably be directing as well, or something like that.
And it'll be funny stories to tell people in the future. I edited this film. There was a crazy edit, or it'd be a lot less mundane than that. You know what I mean? Oh, this is harsh.
Well,
George's acting skills are as good as my soccer skills, so practically non-existent. Oh, never mind. To be fair, all I'll say is, with acting and stuff, you've just... I'm not much of a good actor myself, but you just have to try and act. You can't like be yourself or be afraid to act. You have to act how you would in a real situation, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I suppose it's sort of difficult, because you can try and act like, oh, you're in this situation, but then because you're acting and you're not actually in the situation, it's still not always as sort of realistic or as authentic, is it? As if you were, as if you were in that actual situation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the thing is, I mean, when you're making short films with your mates, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier because you've just got you and your mates. When you've got a million people around you, they have to dress you up, put makeup on you. You've got to go to the location. You've got all this stress. It sort of makes it harder to act, but at the same time, it sort of makes it easier because you have a director directing you, a proper director. I don't know. It also depends on the script and the director as well. It's weird that directors can direct other people to act really well and bring a scene to life, but they can't act that well themselves. Really crazy, isn't it?
Well, some of them, yeah, but there's been a lot of actors who have been directors though, and they've done well.
No, I mean directors acting. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's usually the directors aren't very good at acting, or they have a really small part. But when it comes to actors, I mean, directors acting, what I just said, they're usually good with a small part. But actors directing, it's very mixed. I mean, William Shatner directing The Final Frontier is one of the weirdest, oddest things ever. If you've ever seen that.
No, I've never seen it.
Okay, and Patrick Stewart directing Picard it's just him sucking himself off and acting like he's the best thing ever. I mean, there's mental sword fights and going, whoa, whoa! And it's just like him overacting, making himself to be like the best thing ever. Which it doesn't. it just is very good. It doesn't. If it wasn't Star Trek, it wouldn't be famous. I mean, I haven't actually watched much of it, but I've heard the first 3 episodes are just on Earth. Star Trek is about space. 3 like 50-minute episodes on Earth. Like, bloody hell! Come on, get on with it. Get on with it, man. What's going on?
Oh god, what's George doing?
Oh, I'm gonna have to kick George in a sec. George, can you just stop fucking about now? Come on, what is going on?
Problem is, he does this in every stream I'm in.
Some of it's quite funny, but some of it's like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, and that always happens.
That's all.
Yeah. All right then, lads. You know, you both haven't. Have you ever had a driving lesson, Liam?
No.
Oh, okay. What are you like? How do you feel about driving? Are you like nervous, or are you worried it'll be harder to grasp as you get older, or?
Yeah, I've been nervous about it. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose I've been nervous about it, and I guess you know, say if I learn to drive in the future, I would be nervous about that as well, and and probably even just driving in general as well.
Massive respect for the honesty, man. I mean, to be honest, because I was wondering, because I'm not trying to be a nice person or anything, but you are. Hold on, what the hell is Chris going on about? James, we all know your dream is to get out of the men's homeless shelter where you're currently staying at. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, they have dreams bed. Oh, wait, you're not paid promotion. They have dreams beds. They have dreams beds at the men's homeless shelter, don't they? Genius, Chris. What the hell was I saying?
I don't know. You were talking about me, and I don't know.
Yeah, driving.
Yeah.
The thing is, as you're a smart guy, do you sort of know how it works, or
what do you mean, though?
like driving? If you got in a car, would you sort of know how to get the car going?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. Yeah.
Go on then, Liam. How do you do it?
Oh God. Well, you know, you got to turn the engine on and with the keys, and then and then
no, George, don't spoil it. No. There we go.
And then I was trying to think actually though, because you turn the engine on, and then I suppose depending on how you're parked, you'd either have to reverse or accelerate.
How do you get it going? How do you get the car to move?
I know there's the gears as well, but but that's the problem as well. I feel like gears is going to be annoying for me, just remembering, say, if I were to drive manually.
Do you think you'll try and get an automatic once you pass your test?
That's what I was thinking, yeah, but it's probably best and safer to learn to drive manually, isn't it?
No, yeah, you need to learn to drive manually because you can get an automatic and a manual.
Yeah, I mean, I could still just do an automatic, but then I'd only be able to drive automatic cars. That's the thing.
I suppose it is good to learn both, really. In America, it's mostly all automatics, really. They don't know what they're doing with manuals for some reason. I don't know if that's how it is all around the world, but I think manuals are better because when you need to get going, you really can get going. How you get going is you put your foot on the clutch first, and then you lift the clutch up and then rev it a bit.
Oh, yeah. I know there's the clutch as well, but yeah, I suppose I didn't know for sure about, yeah.
But I just wonder because I had no idea what I was doing driving the car, so I thought, would you know? You know, obviously I know now because I know how to drive. But what made you put the lessons off for ages? Then is it because you've been busy with other stuff or the whole pandemic?
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, other stuff, and because I was nervous as well and whatever. And for example, and whatever, and I suppose I wasn't in a rush to start learning. And I mean, at the same time, there's a lot of idiots on the road, which is a problem too. So there's that. So you could risk having an accident, but you know, you might not. And then of course, yeah, Kirby's as well came along, so that's delayed things further too.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you just got to with the bad drivers, you just have to try and react quickly. With driving, all it takes to be a skilled driver, it takes a lot of skill to park, but on the road, once you get the hang of it, it doesn't take much skill. Just stay within the speed limit and react to things quickly. That's all. And there's a couple of little things here and there, like if there's cars on different sides of the road and you have to drive around them, obviously you have to be able to do that decently and all that jazz. But yeah, it's not really like, it doesn't take a ridiculous amount of skill. You just have to be sensible. But there's so many people who aren't sensible who just drive like twats and think they're the best thing ever.
Exactly, that's sort of what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at the same time, you just have to really be careful when you're driving as well. And I don't know. I guess I'd have to really try and be careful and just make sure I don't cause any accidents or anything like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
George is just putting some daft stuff in the private chat. Yeah, you have to do
As
like
always.
theory and hazard perception, hazard awareness test, or whatever it's called.
Oh,
Hazard
yeah,
awareness, you have to click the button when you react to something, and there's an arrow. You can't see the window, but you have to react to it, and you have to get it right on point to get the most points, or to get a few points, or whatever.
Mm.
So I think the quicker you react to it, it goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you react to it at 5 or 4, you get 5 or 4 points. If you react to it at 1, you get less points.
Oh,
So,
okay.
George, you've done a bit of driving. Are you like nervous? Or
guy who knows cars the most.
George, you don't articulate yourself amazingly, but you do know quite a lot.
No, yeah, well, I know what I'm doing.
All right, go on then.
I do not deserve that, then.
No, but it's because you were going to spoil the answer. I wanted to.
James Charles apology for you.
What?
Give me a James Charles apology.
Who did a James Charles apology?
No, you need to give me one for doing that to me because I did nothing wrong.
All right, George.
No. Hi, sisters, George.
All right, I'll say it right now. George.
No, you're forgetting the hi, sisters. Hi,
all right,
sisters,
no.
George.
All right. Hi, sisters. James here. Now, George, I've ridiculed you on the streams and banned you and kicked you from multiple ones. So I want to take this chance to apologise to absolutely nobody. The person in charge of ALP does what the fuck he wants. Get the fuck out. Ah! No. There we go.
George should be apologising.
Ah! Hey! George. Wait, what the hell was that? George, what are you doing?
George should be apologising.
Idiot.
George should be the one apologising.
He's banned again. Kick Nana.
Oh, God.
Showing his nipple. Boo. I think the worst happens is that you get demonetized. Why is George doing that? Bloody idiot. Boo. What did you think of my masterful apology?
Yeah, it was good, yeah. And you just stuck it to him, didn't you?
Yeah, cheeky Conor McGregor quote.
No mercy.
Yeah. I want to take this
place.
chance. Listen, I've ridiculed everyone on the roster, and I want to take this chance to apologise to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the fuck he wants. But George is acting weird here. George, can you act a bit more sensible now? You should be apologising to me.
Mm.
Go on then, say about cars then. What are you hyped to learn to drive and all that jazz?
Well, I've been learning.
I mean, even in the lockdown though, even not right now, right?
Oh no, not in lockdown, no. But before that, so I made. What's that about? About 30 lessons.
How good are you, do you reckon then? You all right? You ready to do your test or?
I think I'm getting there. I haven't done probably. I haven't done parking or going out on the motorway yet.
Okay, but you don't need the motorway for your lessons anyway. You don't need the motorway for your lessons. You know you're not allowed to.
I know that, but I would like to go on there once or twice. But yeah.
No, you want to do that after you pass.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. But I think
not trying to. This isn't paid promotion, but the DVSA app, whatever it's called, it's £5. Really useful for the theory test.
Yeah,
really
I really like that. Only was saying about is worried about the gears because I was as well, but when you're in the car, you will get used to them. Like when
Yeah,
you
yeah,
drive it,
right there.
automatically just think about them.
And you get a bit complacent with automatics. But yeah, Liam, you'll get used to it, man. So it probably is best to learn in a manual.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll definitely do it in the manual.
It's just the
Right,
gear
fine.
stick, I think, will be annoying for me.
Yeah,
It's
well,
not like one
I
of those big
thought the same,
gears,
but
gear sticks where it's like-
it turned out you just get used to it. What you're driving.
Mm.
I mean, as long as the clutch and the gears are all right, you'll be fine. You'll get used to it, as George says.
Hmm.
Anyway, lads, final question before I make a cheeky announcement at the end. What is dream car you'll get first, and what's your dream car? Like car that you'll get when you pass the test, and what's your dream car?
MGZR for the car comes first.
Let's look that up quickly then. MGZR, then. So that's the one you'll get first. MGZR. Oh yeah, it's this amazing car. Yeah, it looks a lot like a Rover. Let's get it up. I mean, this is an amazing looking car, and apparently the head gasket doesn't blow up like most MGs, does it? So there you go. Amazing looking in it. It really. I mean, this is just beautiful craftsmanship.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
What do you think? Oh, okay. I was going to ask what you think, but obviously you're like, yes, I suppose it's all right, which is fair enough.
Mm. Yeah, like I say, it doesn't look bad. It's just, yeah.
It looks like a way better version than the Rover. I think the front is absolutely beautiful, and the back spoiler on the back looks really nice on this. The roof shape is great. The like metal, like the rim, like the wheel bit's great. The bumper looks cool. I just think it and the pattern.
You can get the 1.4 and the 1.8.
You're going to get a 1.8. I'm guessing then. You're going to get a 1. You're going to get a 1.8. I'm guessing then.
I want a 1.8, but I think it's a bit more expensive with tax.
Yeah, and you don't want to. Isn't it like you have to be over 25 to drive a certain level of engine or something, and the insurance is really, and if you're not over 20, and if you're not over 25, the insurance is really high.
Yeah. As well, and for the dream car, if you get anything back up, because
let me type it in. What is it?
Just type in Lamborghini first sports car, see what comes up. I can't think of the name.
Lamborghini sports car.
First sports car.
Oh, first.
Well, no, first supercar.
Oh, first supercar. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the difference between sports and supercar? Is supercar a lot faster, but sports is just more trendy?
Basically.
Okay, fair enough.
What name comes up?
I'm just getting it up right now. All right then. It just says 1966 Lamborghini Miura.
That's it. Yes.
It's very nice.
Cool. That does look cool, to be fair.
It's very nice.
Miura, that's it. Lamborghini Miura.
I bet that'd be mad pricey, man, with the age and the
It
look.
is, but look at the red one below it.
Yeah, that looks cool as well. I was just going to mention that.
That's how I'd have it.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
With the gold wheels and everything.
Yes, well, that's how I was meant to look. That was Lamborghini's first sports car, or supercar, and they brought them two terms together. And there's a program that's on with some of the top TV hosts and TV producers that make the cars, and all of them say that that's basically the god of supercars.
Okay.
And it looks fantastic.
What would you say your dream cars are then, Liam?
Oh, damn. I'm trying to think off the top of my...
Oh, no, sorry. Realistic car that you could get first. Like, what would you buy when you first passed your test?
Oh, God. I don't know why I can't think.
Just anything, man.
How the Isetta bubble car? That's quite
Right.
cool.
Bubble car.
Yeah, James, type in Isetta.
Oh gosh.
No,
Is,
Isetta.
It's George. What the hell?
BMW Isetta.
BMW.
George. I mean,
That's it.
yes.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that just looks
Yeah,
hideous.
brilliant. Good idea, George. Liam, get one of them when you first pass.
I'm just trying to think. Oh, maybe actually, maybe. Although I don't know about first car. Maybe a mini. I don't know. Not sure.
Oh yeah.
Mini Cooper then.
Let me just check.
An older one or a newer one?
Let me see.
Yeah, 90s and then the newer ones at the BMW ones.
Maybe a Mini Cooper then, yeah, or something like that. Yeah, I mean those look nice on there.
I mean, this looks well ahead of its time, doesn't it? Really, when you think about it.
James, type in Mini Cooper Rally 1966.
Yeah, the Italian job one in it.
Yeah, that's a lovely looking one. That is.
It's classic, yeah.
Yeah, much better than the BMW ones, I think.
Okay, but they do look classic. But I think this
mini, are they?
thing is with these minis, right? The thing is with these, they're some of the best cars, but the problem is they have a lot go wrong with them, and a lot you have to spend a lot of money on them. But fair enough if that's what you want to get, Liam. What about dream cars?
Dream. I don't know. Dream. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really not sure.
It's quite a beautiful looking car and very fast.
What is?
The McLaren P1.
Let me.
I don't know if James could get a picture of that up.
McLaren P1.
Yes.
It's quite snazzy, to be fair. It is quite snazzy.
What's it called? McLaren P1.
Yes.
Anything, I don't know. The only thing is I mean, sure, it could be a dream car, but the problem is, I don't know, maybe, but then I know it's just a dream car, but then at the same time, even if I was able to get it, I don't know whether I would, just because of, I don't know, just because of how much it would be, and then there's the possibility that I might steal it. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
This is what now, lads. This is. I'll tell you mine. Then, obviously, my current car is a. Are you mad? Ford Fiesta. Here we go. This is my current car. So.
Looks the exact same, isn't it?
Huh? Looks the exact same.
Looks nearly the exact same.
Not really. If you look at the old one looks more slick and bigger.
But yeah.
And the dream one would be. I'll tell you why. Mainly because, I mean, what is the point of getting these sports cars that only have like 2 seats at the front, and someone's got to struggle to get in the back? So a 5-door Mercedes-Benz C-Class C250, These are some of the final good ones actually made before Mercedes started like going down the toilet. And I mean, the
I
modern
would not have expected that.
yeah, and the modern ones have bloody Renault engines in them. So like, what's the point? It's a
I was
Mercedes.
gonna say, what do you think of the Mercedes SLK Black?
I don't know a lot about it, but all I was going to say is with this one, and we'll look at the other Mercedes SLK, whatever. But yeah, this one, I want some 5 doors is good to have multiple people in. It's easy to get in. The boot's probably a decent size compared to the bloody super sports cars. This probably isn't going to get stolen because of its age, and I'll be happy to have it done up and try and last it as long as I can. So yeah, what's
We can keep it in the garage. Like if I had one of those mirrors,
Mhm.
it would be a garage princess at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, look, if there wasn't any risk of it being robbed, though, I don't know, just any Ferrari, I guess, or whatever.
How the Ferrari, La Ferrari?
What, the SF90?
No, the Ferrari, like it's basically the Ferrari, the Ferrari.
Okay. Pretty awesome. What
Yeah,
was the
that's it.
Mercedes you wanted me to look up quickly, George? Then I'll do this announcement I want to make.
Mercedes SRK Black.
Yeah, that looks amazing. Yeah, that looks pretty amazing. But the
Mm.
probably modern ones just aren't really that good.
I'll just that one looks quite nice. As like as a little sporty car.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'll make the announcement in a sec then. So
Any more comments after that?
no, sir.
Yeah. Cool. I think it's crap then.
Anyway, so the final announcement I want to make quickly. This is probably going to be. I mean, it's only you and Liam watching, isn't it, George?
I'm not
Liam.
watching. I've just got my phone on.
Oh, so it's Liam
But
and
somebody
somebody
else
else.
can see.
Okay then. So this is probably going to be the finale to regular streams. Still probably going to do podcasts and casual combat talk and streams occasionally. The Brick Flick and reacting to Brick films. But these weekly streams, I just think they've had their course. We've talked about a shit ton of random topics. We'll still do them once in a while, but yeah, this is the last of the regular ones.
Yeah.
So the reason I want to do this is because I just feel like we've talked about a lot of random stuff, which is cool, and they've been good. But I'd rather just do them less frequently and just stick in the streams, get good views. Unless it's like I come up with loads of topics or a big thing happens. I've like the James Charles thing. That was something, as much as it was a bit of a sad situation, like interesting to talk about, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah. We'll probably there'll still be some podcasts and all that jazz. The uploads on this channel won't be as frequent as usual. I'm probably going to try and focus on streaming a little bit more and brick filming, but I'll still try and do some podcasts, you know, and all that jazz. But yeah, just thought I'd make that announcement really. Oh yeah, and George has got a cool announcement as well.
Yeah.
The floor is George's. I'll make you big for this.
Make me big. I've got a podcast myself. Don't know when the first episode will be up, but it is going to be a more doctor related podcast. Might have a little different going through each guest's career, basically, going through what they've done in the past to where they are. But yeah, it'll just be a nice fun podcast. Don't know when it will be. Don't know how long the duration will be. Could be once every 2 weeks. Could be once every month. But yeah, the podcast is going to be called Time, Space, and Talk. So that's basically. So that should be coming quite soon. I'm hoping. I'm waiting for a response today. I'm going to send some more responses over the next couple of weeks. I hope. Hopefully, we'll have some people on it as guests. But yeah, that's about it.
Fair play, man.
Nice.
So it's going to be a monthly thing in it, and you're going to try and get Doctor Who people on and just chat about Doctor
Hopefully
Who.
monthly, maybe if we're looking every two weeks.
Fair play.
yeah.
Liam, you got any announcements, Liam?
No, unfortunately not. But I was considering starting my own podcast as well, but we'll see. I know. It seems like I'm jumping on the bandwagon, but yeah. But I don't know. I'm not sure.
George, your podcast is going to be quite focused on Doctor Who people, so you've got a pretty decent chance of doing. Obviously, ALP. Yes. Yeah, I mean, but I was going to say with ALP though, like there's been some podcasts which have done amazing, like the Callum's Corner 1.4K views, and it's actually really good. But there's been some podcasts which have not done that well. But you should just do podcasts because you enjoy them.
Well, you've done some brilliant podcasts with some brilliant guests as well, and
yeah, true.
I watch all the ones that I'm not in, and I always find them very, very entertaining.
Massive appreciation you saying that, George. But yeah, it's cool that people start their. What would your podcast be like then, Liam? Would you have people in the Star Wars community on, or would you just talk about random gaming news and gaming stuff because it's the gaming channel? So,
yeah, it'd probably be ideally all of that. Yeah, I guess
just gaming related mostly.
Yeah, and some Star Wars stuff as well. Yeah.
To be fair, Liam, if you came up with the topics, I wouldn't mind coming on that and helping you out with that sometimes. That'd be quite fun, doing that with you.
That sounds good. Thanks.
I'd like to come on as well.
And that's good.
Yeah, and a podcast. And you could get Ben on because he knows his shit about gaming. I mean,
and Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've talked a lot of gaming. Well, I think I know more about gaming now because I have actually tried to play more games and get more games rather than just like play. Because I used to just play like my gaming, what's it called? The games that I played, there wasn't much variety. It was mostly FPSs and it was all online gaming, really. There's a bit of campaign, but just mostly all online because I just wanted to play Xbox Live with people. But then I gave up playing Xbox or gaming that much. But then in the lockdown, because you played Crash 4, I got the Insane Trilogy and started playing Crash. And I was like, damn, this is fun. And that spurred me to, well, I've got the gaming laptop now, obviously. I bought the flat PS2. It spurred me and got me a real interest in story games mostly, really, which is good. I only like playing online games with friends for fun. I don't like grinding myself just to be good at a game because there's no point. It's just like an endless load of rubbish. But if you really, really enjoy it or you're trying to be a pro gamer, then fair enough, but you don't want to be on it too much. And also, it's just too repetitive and bad. While a story game or playing with your friends sometimes, it's just a bit of fun and a laugh, really.
Yeah, you're right.
Something different, something new, yeah. Because, I mean, that's why I don't sort of play loads of online games and, for example, just because I could, but then, and I know things might change in the game, but then there's so many other games out there that I want to play as well. So,
it's far better to play a story game and get engaged with that. That's how I feel as a person who's older.
Well, anyway. Me, I've been playing this quite a lot as well.
Yeah, and all that's offline, apart from like Mario Kart and Smash Bros. Isn't it?
No, well, a lot of it's online as well with like multiplayer and things like that. But you can play a lot of it offline, as you say.
I mean, at the end of the day, you should. But even with story games, you should try and do it in moderation. You shouldn't be just spamming stuff and going on stuff all the time. I think it's just good for people to have like various multiple interests and try and have a laugh,
Yeah.
So, the most important thing is just having fun with games and not rage. And I mean, there are some hard games for me, which I do get a bit annoyed at, but screaming at your telly is just a bit too far, and going mental. I feel like people do need to just grow up a bit and realise this shit's just a game. And if it's annoying you that much, fucking leave.
Yeah, I do think some people need to calm down. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you just watch these rage compilations and things like that, and they just throw the controller and like smashing it everything.
Yeah.
That's just ridiculous, though, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Anyway, we can wrap up nicely there. Any final messages or anything?
Well, thank you for making all these podcasts and doing these streams, because they've been fantastic and really nice and funny to do. Just to have a chat with all of you, basically.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah,
thank you
same, yeah.
as well. By the way, it's not the end of the podcast or anything. I'm still going to do stuff and do podcasts as and when, but like I'm just going to check all the videos on ALP, right? It feels like, I know podcasts don't take a mad amount of effort or editing, but let's go on the channel quickly. Where my channel? Here we go. Videos. All right then. So you look at the consistency, right? Again, I'm not trying to, suck up to myself. So I'm the most consistent person ever. Blah 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 blah. I mean, look at all this, right? Look, this right now. 2 days ago, 4 days ago, 6 days ago, week ago, 2 weeks. I mean, I'll tell you, all of this Copper Cab onwards was most of it was the month of February. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 videos. Well, I know some of them were streams and all that, but technically 9 videos in the month of February. I know that isn't much compared to some YouTube. For a podcast channel, I think that's quite consistent. And it just seems like, there's been a lot of stuff. Yeah, it just seems like there's been a lot of stuff pumped out, And as I say, I just feel like it's good to. I'm still going to do the podcast, but because I enjoy doing it. But I'm just not going to be thinking to myself, I've got to be consistent, got to do this, got to do that. The next podcast is probably going to be, I'm doing a CC Casual Combat Talk, the Brick Flick 20th of March, hopefully. The next podcast will probably be like reviewing all the MCU films, to be honest. And then after that, something, a history of. And then after that, or before or in between, maybe me and George just chatting about Doctor Who, reviewing episodes. I don't know. We'll just have to see at the end of the day. Probably a brick film.
This will probably be a March on a little bit as well, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And who knows, Liam, you could have recorded a few podcasts,
Maybe.
Yeah, well, maybe. I could get you on to talk about like the first 7 series that you watched. When you finally watch series 7.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So as I say, it's not like, again, there's only Liam and one other person watching, but if anyone does ever watch this, which I doubt they will, it ain't the end of the podcast. It's still going to keep going, but it's just not going to be as frequent as usual. And I think waiting longer for episodes, they'll probably be better as well. The MCU review should be good. Hold on, there is one live stream idea I have. I will come up with random topics for this, but once I've watched WandaVision, me, you, George, Aaron, and Ben, if they want to, we should do a WandaVision review as well. I think that'd be really good.
I'm doing them at the moment, but yeah, definitely. I definitely feel up for doing that.
Yeah, I still need to watch all of the episodes.
Fair play.
Yeah,
Oh, Shizzle, there's a third viewer that's rolled up at the end. How's it going?
Yeah, I was just going to say, actually, yeah.
Oh, damn, they've rolled it right at the end. I'm so sorry about this third viewer, whoever you are. Thanks for rolling up. All right, one last thing for the third viewer then. Wait, George, you're not the third viewer, are you?
I'm not a third viewer now.
Thank goodness. All right then. If you had to guess now, Liam, what's the podcast going to be called? Is it going to be called the Gaming Channel Podcast or the North Dope Podcast? I don't know.
I mean, I know you gave me that one idea, the West Hope Hour. I'm not sure. I might go with that, but I'm not sure.
Oh, that's sick. That's actually a sick one, to be fair.
No, you gave me that idea though. You gave
No,
me
I
that
know. I gave you that idea. I'm just saying that's actually a really good idea.
I might do. I might give it that. I'm not sure. We'll see.
What will the first one be about then? Just gaming news, favorite games of all time, overrated games, some Star Wars content. I don't know.
I don't. I think it would just be a mixture of. It'd probably be, some gaming news, maybe some news about maybe the upcoming Marvel and Star Wars TV shows. I think it'd probably be something like that, maybe.
Fair play. Well, I guess we can wrap up there then.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, see ya.
See you later,
See ya.
guys.
Bye.